Trump just signed the Genius Bill, Genius Act. I want to show you what he said about crypto. Also, I asked ChatGPT, if you could go back and get yourself in the mind of someone in 2020, what kind of likelihood would you put this at? Like what Trump's doing, that he'd be pro-crypto, starting a strategic reserve and Genius Bill and all that kind of stuff. And it's kind of crazy what ChatGPT said. Also, we'll be talking about the biggest winners from the bill getting approved today. Also looking at some altcoins and Bitcoin as well, what you should know before too long, before your weekend starts. If you don't mind, hit subscribe so you can see future videos just like this. Also, you can check out the Telegram underneath the video. I post videos like this early there. I actually have some videos that are posted there now that you can't see on the channel yet, and some exclusive videos that I've never posted on the channel, but it's completely free. Also, I'm going to be asking you a question towards the end of the video. So stay through to the end. I'll know who stays through. It's going to be fun to kind of look through the comments on this. If you want to trade crypto, there's a link underneath the video to BYDFi. As you can see, XRP rallying a bit. You know, we took a little bit of a dip earlier today, moved all the way up to 365, came back down to 335. This actually looks pretty bullish because it looks like we're bouncing off the prior resistance right around like $3.35, $3.38, like right in there. If we, go up above, come back down, flip this resistance into support, we could see another springboard. So if you want to trade cryptos like this, check out the link underneath the video to BYDFi. They have this new user bonus where, depending on how much you deposit, you can get between 10 and 50% bonuses. And we also have a little trading competition or just free Bitcoin. So if you trade a little bit, you get free Bitcoin. Also, we're going to do more of these too, so you might as well sign up. Get this one. We're going to do an XRP one next, I think. So check that out underneath the video. It's free money at that point. And you can check out the links to like BTCC and WEEX if you want to as well. More money being printed. USDC just minted another $250 million worth of USDC. Circle just printed another $100 million of USDC even after this 250 this morning. The stablecoin bill just got approved too, so everyone is watching to see how much is going to be printed. We have Marty Party saying once Trump signs the Genius Act at 2:30, we're going to see $1 trillion stablecoin market cap by the end of next week. That is crazy talks, considering it's at 266 billion now, and 2022 it was at 150 billion. So it's gone up 70% or so in the last 3 years. Keep in mind, that was throughout a bear market, but still, it takes time for it to move up. And now he's saying it's just going to explode, like straight up. If that happens, get ready, because we're going to have the craziest week in crypto that you've ever seen. We are seeing a lot of money coming into crypto, but not anywhere near that order of magnitude. Trump did just sign that bill too. Let me actually play a little bit of what he's saying, and then we'll talk about some of the big stuff that you should know.
But they get there, most of them, not all of them. Those are the ones we really don't like. But I want to thank you all for being here. This is really a big day. This afternoon, we take a giant step to cement American dominance of global finance and crypto technology as we sign the landmark Genius Act into law. So congratulations to everybody. It is a big deal. You've come a long way since the Biden administration, when they had no idea what you were all talking about, and half of you were under arrest for no reason whatsoever. True, for no reason. And we want to have it, not China. China wasn't actually happy. They were watching this thing. They like it, and we've got this. We've got AI. We've got a lot of great ones happening, and this is a very big thing. And I want to thank the bill's author, Senator Bill.
Okay, so they signed it. Or he signed it. It's kind of a big press moment. Like if you see some of the pictures from this speech, like it's a packed house. There's some rumors about him signing an EO for 401ks. Maybe that still happens today, but the rumor was it's going to happen by the end of this week. That seems a little bit difficult now, but maybe. I'll let you know in the comment section if he does sign something like that. But yeah, some of the winners. First of all, let's talk about that. Some of the big winners from this in general. Let me just do this real quick. Obviously, the stablecoin issuers are huge winners. Like Circle, right? Circle stock kind of priced this in ahead of time, I think, but Circle runs USDC. This allows them to get better regulation and to continue growing, I think, at a faster rate because people will trust it more. So Tether, PayPal, even Ripple, right? The parent company of XRP or the XRP issuer, World Liberty Fi. Maybe they make a stable coin as well. Obviously, that's one of Trump's companies, but some people are betting that maybe they make a stable coin. Trump has said that he thinks this could 10x. His administration says that they think that stablecoins could 10x. So $2.5 trillion. That definitely helps out crypto as well, because if people already have money in stablecoins, it's much easier to go buy Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever on chain. And I think it will just proliferate the usage of cryptocurrency in general. Big winners from this, the US government too. If this grows significantly, it does, in their words too, definitely help out the US dollar. It will make it much easier to get large buyers of treasuries as well, because that's how these companies make money. They go give you their token, take your money and put it in treasuries. Fintechs and banks could benefit from this too. Faster money transition. Also, maybe they start up new stable coins. Something that I hadn't thought about are service providers and compliance firms, like audit firms, anti-money laundering companies. Obviously, there's going to be more demand. There's going to be more auditing, transparency requirements, and like they're going to be working on this and really benefiting, I think, from all this new business. And then crypto exposed equities, obviously, like Coinbase. And actually, there's one that I'm talking about this weekend that I brought up last year. I talked about it several times, and now it's up significantly. But yeah, over the last year, like crypto companies have done well. I think they just benefit from this. And we're seeing higher lows and higher highs from a lot of these companies. Would not be surprised for this to benefit just everyone in the space as people come into crypto. So yeah, those are the big winners, I think, from this. Let me know if I missed any down below. It's crazy to think how far we've come. I mean, first of all, let's look at what BlackRock's doing. The largest financial institution in the world. They have more revenue that they're making from their IBIT ETF than Vanguard has from their flagship, the largest ETF in the world that has 700 billion in AUM. So BlackRock has, I think it's around 90 billion now. They've grown so much, and we'll know how much Bitcoin they bought here today in a little while, but they have grown so much. Even over the last couple of weeks, they've snagged up 30,000 Bitcoin in 9 trading days. They make more now in fees. They're making more from this than any other ETF. A lot of their ETFs combined don't even make it to IBIT, and IBIT is the youngest, hottest ETF in the market. This is with Bitcoin at 120. What happens when it gets up to 150, 170, 180? It's going to be crazy. It's going to be bananas. They're swallowing up so much Bitcoin too, and there's not much on the OTC markets anymore. Of course, MSTR looks really good this week. Last time I looked, MSTR was up significantly. Now it's down a little bit today, but yeah, it did hit, I think, new highs as well this week. Or yeah, I guess it was Wednesday. I think it hit new all-time highs, or maybe closed at all-time highs. So really bullish there. It's right back near all-time highs again. They're most likely buying some significant amounts of Bitcoin over the following weeks. We have ETH, which swallowed up $500 million worth of ETH this week, which is just crazy town because ETH is a smaller market cap as well. This is the equivalent of them buying billions and billions of dollars of Bitcoin when you compare it to the market cap. And then just look how far we've come. Rewind back to 2020 and look at the idea of President Trump making Bitcoin a strategic reserve, signing something like the Genius Act, or broadly embracing crypto regulation. Here's how it would have looked from that vantage point. ChatGPT put this as a likelihood of less than 5% that there would be a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Less than 5%. Trump, back in 2020, actually in 2019, said, "I'm not a fan of Bitcoin and of other cryptocurrencies." He said that they're not money and based out of thin air. they took a cautious and hostile stance towards crypto. They also only had a 10 to 15% chance of the Genius Act or any pro-crypto bill passing. Congress was still in the early stages of education and hearing on crypto. Of course, there were many things that happened in 2022 too that made crypto look like the Wild West. SEC under Jay Clayton was cracking down on ICOs. Then, obviously, Gary Gensler cracked down on everything. Now, Trump is openly pro-Bitcoin. He openly holds Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, issuing crypto. He's got 3 or 4 different crypto businesses. He's even got an ETF for Bitcoin, or he's making one. The Strategic Bitcoin Reserve is a real policy. It's an executive order. There's going to be, or there are other cryptos in there as well. The Genius Act just passed. We've seen a massive ETF approval wave and institutional buy-in. Everyone wants their hands on some Bitcoin right now, and every single day more is being bought up. So we've come so far. There's like a less than 5% chance of this going that way, according to AI. And this is where we are. Let's see if there's any other big news. I do have a question for you. Do you know what you're going to eat next? Let me know down below in the comments. I am going to have actually a lobster roll. I've never had a lobster roll before, but we're going to a food truck that's going to have one. And apparently they're fantastic. My in-laws have been telling me about it for months, and we're finally getting to eat one. So let me know down below in the comments. Trump commenting that crypto has gone up more than any stock. Crypto makes the world look good, or crypto makes the dollar look good. Crypto is good for the dollar and the nation. Yeah, that is our president that is bull posting about crypto to the world. All right, let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. I really do appreciate it. Again, you can check out the links to BLOFIN, to BYDeFi, to BTCC, to WEEX, to BitUniX underneath the video. A lot of people have been liking BitUniX too. I don't talk about it quite as much, but people have been loving the UI. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.